people who are watching for the first time, they're thinking to themselves, hang on a minute, surely I only need one type of adhesive, or I only need one sort of thing that I can use to stick stuff with. So what are we using all of these different adhesives for?
Yeah, absolutely. And to anyone that's new out there, and it's probably blowing your mind, why on earth would we need so many different glues? We've got tape pens, we've got wet glues, we've got sticky tape, you know, but all of these things have a place in the craft market and for lots of other things as well. I mean, for instance, the tacky glue I've used all around the house to fix things with, and the red liner tape. Now, my red liner tape is a 3mm, but the one we've got with the packaging is 6mm, so it's double the size of that.
That one.
So, oh, it's not this one. Got the wrong glue. Apologies. It's the all-purpose. I thought it was the tacky glue, so not a problem. So, and actually, the difference is this one is a solvent-based glue, and it means it's even stronger than the tacky glue. So even though the tacky glue does lots of things, the solvent-based one really does just hold so many things together. So even if things like, if you wanted to glue buttons to something, you would be able to use this glue and it would hold. The other thing it's really good for is let's say you wanted to bend something in shape. So do you know the masks that kids make, the little masks? If you was to cut 2 of those out and glue them together with the solvent, bend it round like a bottle, it would dry hard as concrete in with this glue. So it's really, really strong glue. What you don't want to use this glue for is anything that has a coating. So any mirror card or anything like that, because it is a solvent. So that tells you what it is. It's going to dissolve the coating on the top. But what it's brilliant for is just gluing together. So let's take one by one and see exactly what these glues do.
Okay.
So to start with, this is a wet glue. So if I just make sure I take the top, it might be sticking there. We can then pop our glue, and you don't need a big amount, so I can just put a little bit amount on here like this, so you can see it is that sort of, we can see it on there. So I'm just going to rub it in so you can see it all across there. Now what will happen, in fact, no I'm not, I'm going to do something else. I'm going to put a big blob there because I'm going to pop it here. Now what you can do, can you see you can move it? So it can move about until it sets. Can you see that blob that I've done come out there? Oh, I've ruined my cardstock, Ben. I've got I've got a big blob of glue on there. But no, we haven't. So with this, what you do is you rub it away. So if I rub it, you'll be able to see it just comes, it just ends drying up almost to like, do you know when you buy things and it has like a sticky dot on it? But it's a sticky dot that allows you to take it off. It creates this sort of glue, sort of mulch. It's like a mulch. It's just like a little gluey dot. But it means it doesn't ruin any of your projects. You just, it's just like a rubber. That's what it's like. Do you know when you get little rubber particles? That's what it's like.
Eraser.
An eraser. So when you've got an eraser and all those little bits of rubber come off of that, that's exactly what this glue does. But it then dries with nothing on there. So there is no sign of any residue on our paper here. But look how tough this is now. This is stuck fast. I mean, really.
I can see the...
you can really pull that, and that's stuck fast. So that's your solvent glue is going to do it. The main thing is, if you want to mat and layer, you've got wiggle room. And also any residue you can wipe away. So this glue is amazing. It's what Leanne calls the best glue in the world.
Wow, that is
She's
praise.
Always called it that. Yeah, this is Leanne's favourite glue, the best glue in the world. So popping that to one side, your tape pens. So what we have with our tape pens, we have the one that gives us just the stripe and the one that gives us our dots. Now I'm going to really demonstrate how we can do it. I'm going to use Sharon Callis's dies that we used in the earlier 4 p.m. show because they're really intricate dies, and I'm going to show you the difference they make using one pen to the other, and that'll make it really clear how they do. The other thing I do want to do first is I'm going to use just my straight pen, and I'm going to attach, in fact let's do it with a piece of card that we can see. I'm going to just attach. Now there's a few little tips on here. There's groove marks on the top, which means you can hold it really steady. So any dexterity problems, it's really good to hold in your hand. You've then got, when you pull your tape down, just run it down, but you almost flick it at the end. Because if I was just to pull it up, you get like a glue residue that can come up and it can pull your tape out and ruin your tape pen. So make sure you sort of, I'm flicking so you can see me doing it, but we would do that just naturally with a little twist at the end. That's how we would normally just do our glue pens. So I'm going to just pop it down. Now, what's really amazing about this, you can see my fingers sticking to it, and I'm going to stick this all. This is how sticky it is. So I've just got that on the ends and it's really sticky. So what happens is this is glue. This isn't tape, it's actually put glue on there. So there's glue attached to the tape in there that comes out onto our piece of card. And then we can place that where we want it on there and then rub it down. Now I'm going to deliberately ruin this piece of card because I want you to see how strong this tape is. Now the more you rub it, because it's glue, it's going to be heat activated and it's going to get more sticky. A bit like tacky glue, it makes it more tackier. So when you then try to get something off,
oh yeah,
I mean I'm really pulling that to the point.
You can help me speak.
Yeah, so, and that's how it should be, because actually we don't want that pulled off. We want that to stay in place, so it will not come away. You have to really pull it to get that to come away. So that's a really strong tape pen. There's 22 metres in this.
72 feet.
72 feet. Yes, Ben knows his tape pens. So, but I'm going to show you the difference of the dotty tape pen. So the dotty tape pen, I'm going to bring myself up my piece of card. And we're going to tape both pieces and I'm going to show you the difference in these. So turning them over. So on the first one, I'm going to use my dotty tape pen and I'm just going to go across like this. And I'm just going to add it and go round the sides. And of this one. And then just around this side. So we've got, I think, glue on all of that there. So that's the first one. Then I'm going to just turn this round and do this one with this tape pen. So this is why we have two completely different tape pens. So I'm going to go around the sides, doing that little flicky motion.
Yeah.
My fingers are getting sticky.
Oh no.
It's going everywhere.
Ah.
Yeah.
I see it.
And you can see it. So let me hold that into the light. I don't know how well, there we go. So you can see it there. So when I pick this one up, it really has just stuck to it because...
You're going to rip it.
So our George is going to come in and see exactly what I mean. I'm going to turn it over. And in fact, I'm going to pop it onto our layer. Because if I pop it onto the layer, you'll be able to see... Oh, I don't think we could see that through there. So actually, it was better. You could see all that glue. Can you see the shining through and all the stringy bits?
Oh, there you go. Ready?
Yeah, so you can see all them, So it's there, you're getting all that. Now with this one, you're not getting anything because all you've got there is your glue. It doesn't matter where I wiggle that, you won't be able to see that glue through it because the dots have only attached themselves to the actual die cut.
So clever.
So when I apply this, it will stick beautifully. And my hands are not sticky. They're not picking that up. They're not sticky at all. Actually, that's on a sticky surface. So I'm going to do it so you can see. Doesn't pick that up. But if I pop the other one on, it's sticking everywhere. Because there's loads of glue. So straight away, look, it's clinging to my fingers. I'm just tapping it down. But if I, look, it sticks. Because it comes through, it's all that sticky residue through. So the dotty tape pen has the most amazing ability because the dots only attach to where you need it. So that's the difference in the two pens. And then we've got our red liner tape. So I'm just going to quickly recap. We've got our Kalau all-purpose glue, which is good for all your paper crafting, and it's going to dry rock solid. Then you've got your tape pen for doing all your projects, your construction work, your box making. It's perfect for. Then you've got our dotty tape pen, which is absolutely perfect for all your intricate die cuts that you've got. And then you've got what's called red liner tape, which is so strong, and for me this is probably the best tape in the world because it really has a unique strong bond to it. So let's just bring in some more card, and in fact I'm going to use a mirror card on mirror card because the surface of that is quite slippery, so to be able to bond both those pieces to it is quite amazing. So I'm just going to get my scissors and just trim that down. Anyone that's used red liner tape will know just how strong this is. It's perfect for doing your shaker cards. It's perfect for adding what's I say then? Oh, it's thrown me then. I was literally just about to say what it was perfect for. Acetate, George, it's literally in my head. She doesn't realise, does she, how much so? So, but yes, acetate it's absolutely perfect for.
Yeah.
Vellum it's perfect for. So all those things. So I'm just popping that tape all along there so you can see where it is, which is amazing. And the plastic on the top comes away really well. So you haven't got to worry about that. And then we're going to just apply that to here. And it really is, it gives you a strong bond straight away. You don't have that movability that you would have with your Kalau glue, but you have a really strong hold. So if I was to pull that, look, it's literally pulling that card on the top, so it's ripping it away.
Yeah.
So that is a really, really strong glue to do. So there you go. So if you ever wanted to know about different glues and why you would need different ones, there is absolutely a use for all of them.
That was a brilliant insight into it. I always need my memory refreshed when it comes to glues and what I'm supposed to use where and not elsewhere. So that was really handy.